we can move on to character designs. Now, obviously the style is a little bit different. I think Genshin airs more on the side of anime. Like I think Genshin is more anime. But I could be wrong. Yeah, I think the color palette is a little bit more soft on Genshin's side. And the overall feeling of the characters feels more like cutesy. Is that the word? Or let's just say animated. They feel more animated. And although I am no expert in character design or graphic design or any of that, I would say that they're just different in a sense of art style. And also when it comes to their like physical movements in the game, obviously because of the combat system, they're also going to be different. And when it comes to 4-star / 5-star characters, I actually appreciate Wuthering Waves because even 4-star characters have like very impressive cinematic moves with their ultimate, and their animations are quite decent. Whereas for some of the like earlier 4-stars in Genshin Impact, some of their animations are quite dull and they don't have that fancy zoom in thing, which I feel like is a little bit lackluster in terms of character design. Audrey, do you think either game is like better in terms of character design or worse?
I definitely like Genshin's art style more. I mean, I would say Wuthering Waves art style is really similar to Hongai Star, which is also under the whole like Hoyoverse company. And I just personally like something more like, I guess like childlike-esque and more like anime-esque, because that's exactly what Genshin is. And it could also be because like the first game I played of this nature is Genshin, so that's like something that I would personally prefer more. But then it's like a very personal preference, like whether you like this sort of art style or not. And consider the fact that my favorite character is like John Lee, so
I don't think there has been a John Lee lookalike in this game just yet. I think they've been releasing a lot of female 5-stars as of right now. But at the time of recording for this video, there is a male 5-star coming up, but he's not a John Lee lookalike. Shanli Yao is his name, which is very obviously Chinese. But I'm not sure what exactly it is in Chinese as of right now. I'm also not sure what it means, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, back to the topic of discussion. I think my general opinion is that I would say when you look at the characters in Wuthering Waves, I would say that they err a little bit closer to realism.
Yeah, it's definitely realism.
A little bit closer.
Think about like the map design too. Like definitely you see a lot more like, I guess, real life similarities to like Genshin, because Genshin is very much like, I guess, like a dream-like straight out of an anime book paint style. And also like with Wuthering Waves, you see a lot of like dystopian kind of like end of world
that's the word, yes.
Like modern like highways, buildings and stuff. So like you can see from like the clue of the maps, you can definitely see the difference on the art style and what they're trying to portray. So with Genshin, it's like a completely different world. It's set in a different universe, but with like Wuthering Waves, there's more grounding in the real world, and then how it became like a ruin, and like further evolved into the world form that we see in Wuthering Waves. So that's definitely one of the differences in the two games, and whether you like prefer one or another, that's like completely personal.
When it comes to character design, I would generally think that for me personally, I would choose Wuthering Waves. It's only because I think although there are definitely character designs in Genshin that I've been a really big fan of, like Raiden, like Child, etc. Like there are like many characters I love, and I love characters from both games. That is definitely true. The reason I'm choosing Wuthering Waves is because I think that I relate more to the personalities of the characters here. And I also think that because of the fact that it's slightly closer to realism, I'd say, aside from some of the, let's say, female character physics, which are not realistic at all.
Weird personalities. Weird
Yes.
personalities.
I would say that I just related more, and I think that's what really drew me to continue this game. And also it's because the way that they present the characters are all like, they're closer to the badass side, if you know what I mean. Like they have the more badass vibe, whereas in Genshin there's a lot of wholesomeness. There's a lot of like
Genshin
kindness.
too
and-
wholesome.
Yeah. And so like I like wholesome, but I like badass more. That's just me. Like there's like those really show off moments and sometimes even cringe in this game, and I'm into that. So I feel like that's what really drove me here. But yeah, I think that like a lot of this, like the whole discussion, even every single part of every game can come down to personal preference. Let me get that very clear first. And I feel like this is a disclaimer. Everything can be down to personal preference. We're merely making this video as like a personal opinion piece and to share our experiences.